Oh. Ow! Oh, my back popped. Ah, damn it. I coughed and my back popped. Oh, no. Oh, Merv gave me some help on the better teams here, I see. Red Sox, Dodgers have Mayer? What? Oh, rushing for the Dodgers. Yeah, Red Sox had 2. I knew that was going to be it. Oh yeah, Cam. See, that's why they had the Cam. I'm using other breakers. What? Augustin Ramirez is a top rookie. I don't know who that is. Drake Baldwin, Chase. Oh, Rockies. Yeah. Oh. Oh no, Morgan. Yeah, you're right. Not Merv. I didn't look at the name. It was high. I'll say I not heard of him, man. I heard of all the others. I just didn't know where they would fall in the excitement level of things. And they had the breaker who I'm stealing the prices from have the Dodgers at $300 for a case, and they had the A's at 300 a case. So I would think the A's would be way more than the Dodgers, but whatever. And then they had the Rockies at 40 for the case, and I would think the Rockies would be a little bit higher. The Cubs were only 50 for the case, and I would think with Shaw I would be pushing to a little bit higher. And I get the Otani stuff, I guess, but still I would, I guess, okay. And then the Red Sox, they only had them at 120 for the case, which is weird to me because with 2 top rookies, they would be just a notch below the A's in price, I would think. I'm going to adjust them just so they sell, but like the Houston, they had them at 50 a case. And Cam, to me, would be way more. I think Cam and Shaw, I would put them like for instance, if I did A's at 50 and Red Sox at 45, Dodgers at 45, I would probably go Cubs 29, Houston 29. That's how I would price it, like that. And they had Minnesota at like 180 or something, which is even more strange. Oh, I didn't realize the Luke dude was that big. Okay, okay. But to have the Cubs and the Houston that low, I don't know. I might adjust. And they had other teams higher. They had the Tigers kind of high too. They were 100. So I don't know. Who else did they have higher? They had the Twins, okay. Yankees, of course. A's. I guess they're in line. I guess so. Oh, Seattle. They had Seattle. It was over 100. It was like 100 and. Oh no, it was 89. I'll adjust it. I'm just putting down what they. Where did I leave off, by the way? Oh, Uh-oh. Tampa. Tampa, they were a little bit highish. They had Tampa at 60. Cardinals, 40. Quite low. Where am I at? Rangers, I think is where I left off at. Rangers at 60. Which I guess they have rocker. I'll probably adjust those down. Let me see. Blue Jays, 40, so that's easy. And Nationals. I won't drop this unless everybody comes back. Oh man, the Nationals at 180? What the frick? I mean, I guess. But it's all. Oh yeah, Chandler Simpson, Woods and Cruz, but that's all like not real rookie though, right? That's all. That's right, on the Simpson. That's right. God, I would put Simpson above all those that Morgan listed. All right, now. Hassel. All right. Um, I emailed Penguins, yeah. Um, it's just gonna be 2 hobby update and 1 jumbo series 2 for this one. and then it's going to change with the other stuff, but just some rant. I don't know the name of the, just not anybody. Some company that sells boxes at like cheap. I don't really know the name of them. I'd have to dig up the. I went to a lot of sites and I don't know which one I bought it from. Did I open the box yet? No, I didn't open it. It's right here. Just some reseller. Ah. What is this one? Somewhere from Cincinnati, Ohio. God, I can't for the life of me remember the company's name. Something box. And here it just says fulfillment department. Beachmont, Cincinnati. They are a pretty big company, I know that. Ooh, yeah. Let me see if there's an invoice. No invoice. I'd have to go dig through my emails. But and man, they got cheap stuff. I mean, everywhere else had updated 150, or excuse me, everywhere else had them at 200 or 190. They had them at 150. So, well, actually, these were 160 because I came back the next day and they raised them $10. But I did end up getting them second wave. These are first wave. I did get a second wave from Dave and Adams at 150. They were 160, but with my discount it was 150. So, and I got one jumbo for 300. Yeah, it came down. It may be. The initial run it was 200 pre-release. Now I think everybody's getting their stuff, and now it's a race to the bottom. Where did I leave off at? Okay, let me add the Series 2 in. Well, I gotta know what my bottom line is here. Hold on. We do have a line if anybody wants to try to break something. I doubt it'll be a little bit tough without. I think there's 7 left. That's assuming Trump is still in it. I did email while I was down. My my freaking breaking software was not loading, and then you have to log into it, and it wasn't letting me log in. I had this problem the other day through Chrome. It just doesn't work. I have to log in through Firefox. That means I got to open up my, copy the link. Oh, it was a pain in the butt. I figured it took me forever to figure it out the other day because it logs you in and says you are using, like, I'm using like an older version, a license. They have newer licenses now for it. I got like a lifetime license on it. Now it's a monthly charge, blah blah blah. But usually it lets me log right in and it just launches. It's a weird way they authenticate you. You log in and then it launches a browser, and then you got to log in, and then it like sends the authentication back to the software. But on now Chrome, it doesn't send the authentication back. It says you're using a legacy version. You got to do this. I'm like, huh? It doesn't work. And I finally gave up. Man, it took me like 30 minutes the other day. So I don't know what made me think to try it in another browser. Let me just adjust here and make sure these teams looking good. Boy, I wish that Penguins. Okay, I'm still adjusting here. Man, you should have seen the nice boxes that Zach got the other day. He got some pretty nice cards out of both of his boxes. I don't remember now. What did he get? He got. I don't remember what he got out of the Chrome. The Chrome. think he got like a super short print. Oh, a Baltimore guy, Mayo, I think, in his auto. All right, if you want, you can email me a list. Did you see it? Oh, right. Did you see the video? Oh man, God dang it! Penguins dropped the video the other day, and well, do I have your email right? Because I can email you when it's getting close. It probably is not going to be anytime quick, but. Just double check. I did this fast. Oh, you did? Okay. Penguins dropped the link, and I was going to rename it so it had the... I don't think I have it now. I can't scroll up that far. Nope. Yeah, the Mayo hit, case hit in the auto, yeah. And then I don't remember what he had in his other box, too, now that I say that. It was an auto. It was a pretty big auto. Oh. Pete Alonso, yeah. I just remembered Mets. And he got something else out of the two that was kind of decent. Out of that series too, I can't remember now. Was it a numbered card? Ah, that's it right there. Haha. I was like, man, there was something else in that. Man, I wish that Penguins would jump in the room. I don't want to. I want to give him a fair shot at some teams if he wants them. In fact, I probably will wait till Friday to drop, because I want to give him a fair shot at his teams. Yeah. Oh, I found it. Hit King Sports. Hit King. Hit King Sports cards. Yeah, sorry, I announced yesterday that I wasn't going live and that I would drop the update Friday. So I don't want to... He's the only one missing that I don't want to... We'll give it a minute, though. Ah, yes, I just got it. Hit King Sports, yeah. And I was worried for a second that they weren't legit, but then I looked them up somewhere. I looked. There were several of those smaller ones that I. Yeah, I try to announce that so you guys know when to join the live. So Friday at 9 Central is when I'm going to be live. I'm going to drop update then. Unless Penguins joins tonight, which I don't think he is, then I'll drop it tonight. But I want to give everybody... That's why we draw a line and drop a line at those. Um, yeah, so the next break will be update, and that's going... Well, I'll post the prices on screen here in just a minute. Oh, you know what? I seen a TikTok on that company. Now you say that. Didn't I mention it to you? But yes, I've seen them. I've seen them. I didn't realize they were from. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, 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 no. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. The one I'm talking about was in Tennessee, and it was Mike Z. There was. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But man, they've got some really cheap prices. Um, like they're not inflating the prices to the market, which is surprising. But they limit you to 2 boxes per household. I need to bookmark them so I can go back to them. Because I didn't remember who I ended up buying them through. Because I was looking at one in Pittsburgh. I was looking at one in, what was the other one? The one I use a lot more. I've used in the past. Diamond. I don't remember where Diamond's out of. I think it's Florida. There's one in South Florida, like in the Keys. There's one out of St. Louis. And I don't want to order from them because they always have, because I'm in their state, they have to charge me sales tax. All right, I'll put them up on the screen. When you got 4 people that buy into breaks and one of them drops $200+ a night, I think it's just fair that I give that person a shot, at least at his team. Yeah, they didn't fix it till about 5, 6 o'clock tonight. And that's why I'm even on tonight. I said I wasn't even going to go live because I didn't think my internet would be back, 1. And 2, I was supposed to go around with David box hunting tonight. Usually I don't do that till after I get off at 8. Well, today he came by and got me around 5. And we went and ate dinner and we got boxes and we did it early. So I'm like, screw it, let's go live. But yes, I was going to drop the break tonight, and I said that too. If everybody's here, if everybody's not here, I'm going to give everyone a fair chance on Friday, because I did say I'm not going to drop the update till Friday. And the main person that is, again, the person who drops for most is Penguins, and he's not here, so I want to give it a fair shot for him. I didn't want to air this out in front of the camera, but I don't care. You should support that, right, Zach? You'd be like, all right, dude, I get that. That's very honorable of you, Troy. I'll be here Friday to be fair in getting my teams. That should be the sentiment I'm getting from you, not this shit that I'm getting from you. Please, that's all I ask. Just be respectful of that. That's it. I mean, and if this was a bigger company, not even, I would understand there being a little bit more. Nah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the decision I'm making, because I do respect Penguins being here every night. I know. I'm just a little irritated right now. I don't know. I'm just irritated. When I said, you should have been nothing said to me about it. That's what's irritating me. It should have been, I know you've been waiting, and I'm sorry for that, but I figured he would show up tonight, and he hadn't yet. And you should have just stopped responding to Eric. So now it's in the chat, I'm responding to it. It just, I'm not ready to drop it tonight. If he hops in the room and everybody's still here, then I will, and everyone's, no one's usually will snag the Cardinals. Thank goodness nobody's competed with Cardinals fan. So let's not discuss it any further, unless, I don't want to get more irritated. I'm sorry. I'm not dropping the break tonight. I don't know what more there's to discuss. I'm sorry about that. At one point, I thought for sure, Penguins he always shows up. And I'm sure it's because I said I wasn't going live and he's not. Even then, I've seen him come hang out when no one else has. So I don't know why he's not here. If you were to say to me, Troy, I will not take the Diamondbacks, I would drop it right now. But I know, because you're butthurt over this whole back and forth crap, I don't want to drop them. I want to give him a fair shot at the Diamondbacks. That's that simple. That's that simple. So, and to be honest, it needs a line. It needs a line just so you can compete for it. That's the whole point. You know, I'm not giving him favorable treatment in that I'm saying, Penguins, you get first pick of whatever teams you want, then I'll open to the board. I don't even do that. I've never done that. I've always, even like people that texted me in the background saying, hey, can you give me this team? I'm not going to be here for your line drop. I never, ever, ever allowed that. Not once. Not once. And I've always done the line drop just for that simple reason. We used to do only line drops, though, like at certain times. But we've gotten so small now that it's, you know, we do the line drops whenever. But I can go back to, for people like Merv who probably have a harder time knowing when I'm live, so they can try to get a fair shot to make it a certain, like, I'll only drop at 9 o'clock Central. Yeah, and I've held a drop for Eric. The point is I want everybody that supports Card Collective to get the teams they want to get. You know, if it was me, I would just say Cardinals automatically gets Cardinals, Penguins automatically gets the Diamondbacks. Problem is now there's two people who want Blue Jays. In the past, that wasn't the problem. You know, we haven't had two people want the Cardinals, or two people that want the Diamondbacks, or two people that, you know, want the Tigers. I wish there was another one that wanted the Tigers. And one thing that I always do is, and I don't remember what break that was, but I thought there was somebody in there you wanted. I always drop it in the room before I drop it on Facebook. Even though I don't drop it on Facebook that much anymore, because it doesn't do much good. Really anymore, though, there's only 5, 6 of us that will be competing for the teams anyways. Oh, yes. Probably something with, what's his name? Dang it. With, Ellie, rookie. Well, I'm almost done through this, by the way. Alright, I think this is good. Yeah, you got 20. Eric, you got actually 20 still, right? You didn't use your choice, because that was the stuff from the other day when we were carrying it over. That's when we didn't have any other breaks. So, oh, and that's fine. No, I get it. And Merv, he's on like a tougher time zone too. It's like 2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5. Oh no, 3.5. Do you guys not do the time change? 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah. Oh no, it's 11:44 here. I don't know if that's 2.5 or. So 144, 12:44, 144. Yeah, 2.5, 2.5. I thought it was 2.5. Yeah, it's my maths are bad. So yeah, do you want? I'll drop the line right now, if I can drop for Penguins and get the Arizona. That's I'll drop it right now. You guys, you and Merv can fight over the Blue Jays. Yeah, and I knew that. I know that, Merv, especially because that's the only team he's gonna care about. Um, uh, I, I yeah, I remember when Cal was hanging out. It was always Cal. Still, probably is the number in all 10 years of ranking. Cal probably still has purchased the most, like dollar wise, volume wise. But I'll just drop it Friday. I'll send Zach an email, or I mean a message. And here's the other thing: of all the people that comes regularly, I don't have a way to directly message Penguins. Um, I don't have his phone number or Facebook Messenger. Everyone else, Eric, Morgan, Zach, what's his name? Easy, Cards Fan. I'm sure I'm thinking of somebody, but everyone, Nick. Who else? Let's scroll through here. Let's see who else we got in Facebook. Oh, Jay. I haven't seen Jay in a while. Bit. I can message both text and. Oh man, I shouldn't scroll through here. I'm seeing people that are not related to breaking that I haven't talked to in a while. But yeah. Oh, and a lot of the folks come from Trump. I actually weird with Trump. He's a text only. Lund is a text only. Kyle M is a text only. Who else? Gigi is a text only. Whereas Eric is Facebook Messenger. Morgan's Facebook Messenger. Rebel. Who does he? He lives in Joplin. He lives like right down the road. I could walk to his house in 10 minutes. And he's somebody that just found his way here by his chance. I don't know. Yeah, he watches on YouTube, but I don't know how I message him. Facebook, I think. Yeah, Facebook. And what's your buddy? What's his real name? He's text. He's Canadian text, which is weird. Oh yeah, Jason. Yeah, I don't remember what I saved him in my phone. I think I saved it by his first name, but now Easy. Technically, I can message Easy on a lot of platforms. He's probably one of the few that I can message him in TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I do text message with him mostly though. Cards Fan is texting only. The texting actually probably is more of the platform now that I think about it. Young Matt. Didn't see him in a minute though. Carl. Greg is 50-50 on texting. Kyle M. Mike Z is texting. Not Facebook. So, I don't know. I'll drop this Friday around 9. So here's gonna be the rule. I'm gonna drop it once everyone's in the room, and everyone is. Half the time I don't even wait for Eric because he isn't really. But I will wait if Eric wants me to. I'm gonna text Zach and see if he's available, and he'll probably say yes, I am. No, I'm not. So Merv, I'll wait for you if you want me to. Oh no, I don't remember that. I do remember. I don't remember the card, but I remember that right. See, that's why I'm glad not to have a website, because that happened several times, especially when I was breaking on eBay. I don't remember the Red Otani. Oh my God. Here's another one. Yeah, that's why I'm so glad not to have a website anymore. Jeez, that happened quite often. Like, if I'm breaking on YouTube, and David's promoting the YouTube site, or I mean the website when I'm breaking. Yeah, that's tough. See, that makes it too. Credit's so much easier. Man, it was way more streamlined back then, but it was way messier and harder to do like this style with an official style. It's so much. Oh, nice. It's so much more relaxed this way. I like it. Then again, back then I was breaking to to live. It was a real job. This is mostly just fun. No, it's way more, but I like it way better. 10 cases a week. Oh, geez, that was nuts. Every sport. I do miss doing a lot of the other sports, though, but in non-sports and hit draft, like that kind of stuff. Oh, really? See, and I don't. And Penguins is not a. What's the word? He's not. He's pretty chill. God. I don't. Of course, I would remember. The worst thing. Well, that's probably the worst thing. The easy one time got a hit. He got a Mike Judge auto. It was a Woody auto. At the time, it was worth like $150, and this is probably one of the worst shipping mistakes. It got the and Bridget was very good about shipping. She didn't make very many mistakes. She shipped the Judge auto to Sweet. There was a customer named Sweet. Not my Judge. And Sweet, I saw his box the other day. It's in the bedroom. He got the Judge. She knew where she misshipped it. And he never came back in the room. I just paid Easy the amount, and that was before he blew up. Aaron Judge, not Mike Judge. What did Mike Judge? What is he? Beavis and Butthead. But now that card is probably worth a whole lot of money, not $150. That was probably at the time one of the worst problems. I don't remember. Yeah, that was a weird slip, Mike Judge. Yeah, that's it's not easy when you're having to deal with this. It's hard. I feel, man, I can only imagine the big boys like Platinum. I've seen him. Do they still break? Speaking of Platinum, but yeah, you know, when you're getting bigger and you're doing a lot of volume, and you're dealing with really high end cards, like, whew, it's gotta be stressful. It's not easy to get on camera, and like when Eric was talking about applying for a job, a breaker, man, especially nowadays when you see the breakers on Whatnot and TikTok, they've got like a certain a hype mentality. Like it's, oh man, it's so gross to me. I don't like it. It feels so phony. But that's what a lot of people like, is that hype. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't be that hype. Shoot, I feel bad I'm hyping. Sometimes I get excited about base cards, right? Just because I'm genuinely excited about a base card. And I feel phony just that. Getting excited for that. So Friday, I mean, I'll drop the break once the room settles in. People that, Cards fan, he just will take the Cardinals. Who else has got credits? Credit can be used on it. Penguins has, Eric you do, Kyle you do, Cards fan does. So he's first time ever he gets to use his credit on the Cardinals. Oh, speaking of which, Zach used his credit. I'll wait on the Tigers. I'm gonna put this on YouTube or eBay, I mean, and just see who else wants to fill in the holes. Because these are some cheaper teams, right? I mean, you're getting, your 5 sets of your team, when you go on eBay, you're probably going to spend this much for one team. So I'm really not trying to make profit on these because they were free. Just because the shipping, the shipping is going to be pricey. The sort time, God, you know how long it's going to take me to sort 5 sets? God, I'm going to probably recruit some help. Maybe David. David hasn't shipped in a while. Actually, oh, I remember that. Yeah, I think you texted me that. Yes, you did text me that. The worst has got to be not on the update. Everything else, I'm gonna wait till Friday. Just so everybody's here. If Penguins would jump in, I don't. I would just drop it. Well, why not? Everyone's here. That would matter. I mean, Cards fan. Nobody takes the Cardinals anymore. Thankfully, the Cardinals haven't had anybody that's people are gonna want to snag. I would be so heartbroken. I am really happy. Cards fan for only wanting one team really does come show up every night and helps. Like he took 2 tonight he wanted to break, so he took 2 right off the bat. He knew he'd have to take 2. You know, he showed up to break it tonight. And because he took 2, I took 2. I'm like, you know, he wanted to break, so he took 2. There was some pretty discounted stuff tonight. I just got 2 of these. I didn't want to get crazy with them, but the Mosaic football, it's the hotter football. It's this year's too, right? Or is it last year's? Is this last year's or this year's rookies? It says 25. I think that's this year, right? I got 10. That was the maximum I could buy. Here's my 2 updates. I mean, guys, if you want to try this Pro Debut box, I got this Pro Debut. Wow, it was a 1K a few weeks after. I missed that part. Oh no! Oh no! Well, they should then know who got it, and that person. See, man, I'll tell you what. When it comes to like being honest and like when I'm sorting, like I even care about this base stuff, right? Like I go out of my way to make sure the paper base is right. You know, I'd hate to be. I'd so stress over hits like that. Yeah, why would you respond when you get something that's my point is if you're honest, you're going to do that right thing. And I stress over paper base. So if I got something in the mail like that that's not mine, like the person that delivered your mail to you, right? They could have easily just kept it. Somebody delivered a box that was meant for my neighbor, and I thought it was for me, and I took it in, opened it up. I could have easily just kept it, and I didn't. I walked it over and delivered it to the woman. even though that Amazon, it was an Amazon missed delivery, they would cover that for the woman, right? And I don't remember what it all was. The only thing I remember, it was cat litter and other items. The cat litter is the only thing I remember out of it. Yeah, that's too bad, man. Now, oh, by the way, I forgot I got this too. This will be fun, I think. This, and this. Which will be, man, would you ever think you'd get these for oh no. Yeah. So thankfully now, I don't think there's a lot of I haven't had any reported misshipping. Sometimes I think, man, have I made any mistakes lately? And do they just like contact each other? But the last time I knowingly knew about a mistake was, God, I don't remember who it was now. I think it was Eric and Penguins, because your guys' boxes are on top of each other. And I think when I turned around, I put it in the wrong person's box. I remember even Penguins noticed it on camera. Oh, you got it, Trump? Oh, good. Trump, everything was in it except for this. Oh, right here. It's up here. I still have that one. I'll try to squeeze it in at some point for funsies. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Whoever it was, they just shipped each other. I think Penguins got, well, that might have been, that was a while ago if it's Jay, because that Jay and Bits haven't broken years, so it would have been more recent, like two years ago, the one I'm talking about. Young Bat. It would have been. It was right when I turned. I don't remember who it was. It was Penguins and someone else though. But thankfully now everybody kind of is friendly and honest, and we won't have as many problems like that if there's a misship. Well, so that's why now too I try to put the hits or the valuable cards immediately in your guys' boxes, so that way it takes away the missort. If the base gets missorted, it's not as a devastating problem. But, geez, the other day I thought I missorted. So I watched pack, pause, pack, move cards, pack, move cards, pack. And then I went through all that hassle, and I didn't need to because I did sort it right. Oh, God. Had I watched the other video first, the because I sorted them at the high one to the low one. I usually do the low to high, and uh, but I did. I took all that time. It took at least 6 hours to go through. And granted, I had the kids here, so I was pausing, going, helping, and come back, watching, pause, watching, pause. Car. Oh God, it sucked. I haven't had. That's the first time I've ever had to do that. I've had to make sure I was sorting the right brake and watch it, see the cards, see the. Okay, this is the right one. Had to verify, but I've never had to sort through them all. God damn. Oh, did they? What did they do on that one? Dang it! So is there anything you guys want me to line since we're? Oh, speaking of, Peyton just texted me. What the heck? Do you guys want to try? I've got one extra pro debut. She sent me a picture of her brother doing push-ups. I'm like, huh? Welcome back, Peyton. Let me see a video of your brother doing push-ups. You want me to line that? Pro debut, what did I say? Eric's correcting me. I must have said. I'm addicted to that damn mint. It's going to be 10 spots. Technically, I wasn't going to add any credit to it, but I'll do one high-low. $10 high, $10 low. Only if this one fills, because otherwise, tonight. This is just a high-low for tonight. It's 20, 38, 54. That's random pro debut. Serial number random, by the way. At some point, that's good. This is going to be the line in for it, so I'm just going to get it ready for. But I'm adding 20 extra in it. I know this would be something Penguins would want to. But I thought maybe we might. I don't know if Trump would want one on this, though. It's like more expensive. Even if Trump wanted one, there'd still be 4 left. In fact, I'm going to text him real quick. I gotta pee. Yeah. Okay, he does. Oh, good. We've never had anybody compete for the Blue Jays, I'll be honest with you. But, in any case, you'll want to get whatever team you want ready to go, and I'll count down. I don't know if you've been in the room since I did a line like this way, I can't remember. But I'll count down to 5 and drop. I did it last night, I thought. Yeah, I did with the Pro Debut last night. Right, yeah. Yeah, good night, Merv. We're not going to break this tonight, but thanks for coming in. We'll be here Friday, 9. So 9, 10, 11. So 11:30 your time. And we'll drop the line once everyone's here. We'll drop this. We'll probably drop the holiday first because that's what Cards fan likes. Yeah. I mean, I think I priced. I mean, again, I priced these based off the other breakers' numbers, and then I just added a few dollars for the Series 2. It was pretty easy to do. That other breaker didn't have Pirates, so I just guessed. That's the only team they didn't have. I could see, and again, they had the A so high. 300. I could probably adjust that even. Yeah, they had them 50 just for 2, and then you add the. So I think 55 is fair. I mean, they only added 5. They are at $25 a box for both them, and it's a 2 hobby and a 1 jumbo, and it's a jumbo of Series 2, by the way. Oh, low. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that price point. That's what's in it right there. Oh, yeah, that's what it was before. Whatever I stole it from, like um, whatever these were, I probably stole it from this actually. Like I copied the template. Um, and not, I mean, I didn't. None of these teams are probably going to be adjusted any lower though. Even if I didn't, because a lot of it's I got to the base on the shipping. Like it's just like the lowest it'll be is 12, right? Because the shipping on a this much base in itself is going to just make it. But where am I at? Where am I at? Am I in the right one? Yeah. On my screen, I got a football on here. You can't see it, so it's this one, a football you don't see. It was a full hobby case, yeah. It wasn't 400, it was 300 for the A's. 20, hold on, let me make sure I do my math right. Yeah, 20, it was 25 a box for a hobby case. And it was 25 a box for the Dodgers. So yeah, that was a good catch on the 3-box pick team. It's 2 update hobby and 1 jumbo. And the jumbo, yeah. Eventually I won't have the I only have 1 jumbo left. Or actually, well, 2. One this one and then 1 more. So there'll be 2 of these. And then there's just going to be jumbos by itself. What sucks is not getting the pre-order from Topps. I tried, but they were sold out so freaking fast. You're paying 50%. These are 50% marked up now from what Topps prices were. Now it's gonna it potentially could have gotten worse. I'm surprised it didn't. Not Merv. Morgan thought that the print runs lower on hobby. And I don't remember what breaker it is I used. Oh, I closed my tab already. One of the bigger ones. So they are, I can almost tell you, because their markup was way bigger than my markup. Because I shaved most of these teams down. I mean, in reality, I could probably mark the Dodgers and the A's up, but who, I mean... And I probably would rather do that. And shave everything else down. I don't know. Really, I at 25 a box on the update, I think that to me is the right price for these teams, right? I think that's a markup, a good markup, and then just adding. But adding Now adding the component of, see, I didn't try to mark up this jumbo that much, but I don't even know what my markup is. I didn't look. Oh. Oh. That's about right. That's about typical. So, and Nationals is another example where they are very high on them. And the Nationals in Series 2 were decent. So, I mean, I could probably raise the Nationals even. But I try to keep it at a certain, like, curve. Like a lot of these teams, for instance, were $8 or $9 for the full case in Series. So, like, for instance, I'm trying to remember what teams. Like the Reds, they were $8 a box. So the Astros, they had... Yeah, I marked the Astros up from what they had them at. Because they had them so low. I just don't think they're evaluating them right. The same with the... Well, no, the Tigers had them more. See, the Tigers, they were more... The Tigers should probably be around 39 based on theirs, right? Let me look. Oh, no. Nope, no, I did the Tigers right. So with the Astros, what did I say they had them at? Oh, I don't remember what breaker. I already closed my tab. 60. I think it was 60, right? Is that what I said? Oh, they had them at 12 a box, or 12.6. Yeah. So I think it was 10 or 12 for the 2 boxes. I can't remember if it was 5 a box or 6 a box. But yeah, it was either 5 a box or 6 a box. So I did this. I thought they were more in line with the Tigers at about 8 or 9 a box. So I did them at 19 for the 2 plus 10 for the other box. Yeah, and that's why I got to 29. That's how I did these two. And then Royals, they were like 6 a box. So I just did 666. Angels, they had them at 8 a box, or excuse me, not 8 a box. When I say 8 a box, I'm meaning 8 for the 2, so 4 a box. So I just did I think that's how it's adding the Dodgers, Miami. Again, they were like 7 a box, or $6 a box. They were a little bit higher on Miami, and then adding the Miami, and then the other kind of filtered it in a little bit because I don't know if there. I thought there was some other coming in the update this time. And then Twins they were high on, and I think the Twins is high right here. I think they should be more along with the Brewers, but the Brewers weren't horrible. Mets, Yankees, yeah, they're higher on the Yankees. A's, Phillies. 12 is the baseline, like that's the lowest. For 3 boxes, it's just like I don't know what the Pirates, I just guessed a number. Meaning at 3 boxes, Pirates, Scubby, or Skeens. These guys were kind of mid, like the next tick. Same with the Mariners were higher. Cardinals, they weren't too. They weren't they're 40. So this might actually have been high too, 40. And there was something with the series too, I thought. In reality, this could probably go to 12. I think 14 was the price point, and I moved it up and down. Let me look at my calculator. I think it is. And then like the medium point was all right, well, let's go to bed. We'll drop it on Friday, and have some fun Friday night. I'm so sad I didn't work today, though. I hate that. I used my vacation day, but not paid. I'm out of paid. Blah. Yeah, they didn't get it. They didn't even come to my house till 2:30, and they told me, "Oh yeah, it's a problem down the road."